Elden Ring was one of the biggest games in the last 2 years. It's still one of the most highly played games 2 years after its release. That's rare for a single player game. I mean, the only other games to do that would be maybe games like Red Dead Redemption and GTA. When it released, it wasn't exactly the best looking game on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. It's really a significantly lower detailed version of its Series X and PS5 counterparts. That's to be expected. We're talking about consoles from two different generations. What was more disappointing though was the performance. Xbox One ran the game pretty horribly at launch. Frame rates were commonly in the mid-20s. It couldn't run a locked 30 FPS. So 2 years after Elden Ring's release, how is the game on Xbox One and PlayStation 4? Well, it's more or less the same in terms of performance. It's nowhere near 30 FPS on Xbox One. Sure, you might get short stretches at 29 or 30 FPS, but then there's dips into the mid-20s. I saw numbers as low as 24 or 25 FPS quite often. You can see the game running on Xbox One here 2 years apart. The launch version and the current one 1.1. It's not really any better with the latest patch. Now this is the original 11-year-old Xbox One and not the Xbox One X. On PlayStation 4 things are a bit better. I'm running here again on the original PlayStation 4 that got released in 2013 and not the PS4 Pro. PS4 is a bit better at holding a 30 FPS with Elden Ring. I mean, it's not a solid lock 30 and there are still drops, but the drops aren't as bad as Xbox One. PS4 can still hold around 28 FPS instead of the 24 or 25 we saw on Xbox One. Now, one thing you can see from this comparison is the game also looks slightly sharper, slightly better, slightly more colorful on the PlayStation 4. The new Elden Ring DLC Shadow of the Erd Tree is releasing on the last generation as well, so Xbox One and PS4 will get that expansion. It's nice to see the developers continue to support Elden Ring on previous generations, but maybe they should try a bit more on the optimization side here as well. The big question for Xbox One and PS4 owners is if they should upgrade to the current gen Xbox Series or PS5. I mean, if Elden Ring still runs less than 30 FPS 2 years after release, it's fair to say it'll stay that way forever. At the very least, Xbox One players can upgrade to the budget-friendly Series S. The side-by-side comparison shows the difference between the two consoles. Series S has the game looking much better, better draw distance, better graphic details, and performance in favor of frame rate mode gets pretty close to 60 FPS. So what do you think? Is it worth the upgrade? With Xbox, the game is cross-gen, so your saves are cross-saves as well. They'll automatically get carried over. You can jump between your Xbox One, Series X, and S, and all your saves are on the cloud. They automatically get transferred between the different consoles. It's really all seamless. PlayStation is a bit different. You do have to do the PS5 upgrade, and once you do a transfer of your PS4 save to PS5, then you get some more progress in your PS5. You can't really go back to the PS4. Anyways, let me know what you think about the comparisons here. For the rest of the video, I'm gonna leave you with some more Xbox One and PS4 gameplay with that FPS counter shown. Enough gameplay to help you decide if you wanna upgrade in time for Shadow of the Erd Tree.